Lacemaker, a folktale from China. She made lace, beautiful, delicate lace. It looked like it was alive when she finished, and everyone wanted a piece of her lace to decorate a sleeve or a cap or a dress or a skirt or a bag. And she made lots of lace and was happy to see it so many places. And then she thought, wow, I bet I could teach children to make lace. They'll all have beautiful lace. And so she started teaching children to make lace. Many children gathered around her, and when they weren't gathered around her, she just worked on her own. And the word spread through the empire about the Lacemaker and her beautiful, lifelike lace. The emperor heard about it, and he decided he would like some lace for himself. And he said to his courtiers, "Go to the village of the Lacemaker, the one everyone talks about, and ask her to come to the emperor. She will get to make lace for me." And so they rode to the village, and they said to her, "Lacemaker, Lacemaker, the emperor wants to see you. He is going to get you to make lace for him. Come." And she said, "No, thank you. My work is here. My life is here. Tell the emperor I am very honored, and I will send a piece of lace with you for him, but I have work to do." And so they went back to the emperor, and he looked up and said, "Where is she?" And they handed a beautiful piece of lace, and he looked at it and he said, "Whoa, that is beautiful, but where is the Lacemaker?" "Well, sire, she said she had too much work to do, and she did not want to come, and that's why she sent the lace to you. So now you have some lace." And he said, "I told you, I want her to come to me. I am the emperor. She will be the royal Lacemaker. Now, go back and try again, and this time bring her back." And so they got back in the carriage and they rode across the empire, and they went back to the village where she worked and lived. And she said, "Why are you back? I can give you another piece of lace for the emperor if you wish." "No, we wish for you to come with us." "I'm sorry, I really can't do that. I have work to do here." And they said, "That is not a choice." And they grabbed her, and they threw her into the carriage, and they rode off as quickly as they could, as quickly as they could. They went across. They came to the palace. They brought her in. She was not happy. She was not happy. The emperor was sitting on his throne, and he looked at the Lacemaker. Whoa, her work was beautiful, and she was too. And he got an idea. "Lacemaker, Lacemaker, you make beautiful lace, and you are going to be honored today. I'm going to make you the Lacemaker of the palace. And what's more, I'm going to make you my wife. What do you say?" And she said, "I am honored, but it is not what I will do. I need to go home." And the emperor looked and was angry. "You need to go home? Well, you're not going home. You're not going home. You're staying here with me. I'll tell you what, you're so good with this lace. I'll give you a chance to go home. We'll put you in a cell in the dungeon, and you have one night. I know, let's see. Yes, You're so good at making lace. Everybody says it seems like they're alive when you make something. Well, let's see if you can make something alive. I know, a rooster. Make a lace rooster that comes to life. And if you do, I'll let you go back to your village, and go back home. But if you don't, then you will be my wife and you will be the lace maker for the palace. Take her away. And they took her away. And there she was in the dungeon cell, barred windows, a hard seat, bench really. She started making with lace a rooster. One thing after another. Wow, look at it. It is amazing. It almost looks real. Live. And when she finished, you know how a rooster has that red comb on the top of its head? She didn't have red for that. So she held out her finger and she poked it. And she got a little blood from that and put it on the head of the rooster. Then she cried one tear. And she took the tear and she put it in the mouth of the lace rooster. And the lace rooster came alive. And just then, as the little rooster crowed, cock-a-doodle-doo, the emperor came in with his people. And he saw the rooster. And she smiled and said, "There is your lace rooster, who is now alive. May I go home?" He looked. "Ha! I see what you did. That little rooster sneaked through the bars of that window over there. How did you get that rooster in here? That was pretty tricky, but it's not gonna trick me." Well, the rooster heard that and flew across the room and started scratching the emperor. "Liar, liar, liar," said the rooster. "Liar, liar, liar." He threw it off and it went out through between the bars and out the window. His face scratched. The emperor was really angry. Okay. I'll give you another chance to go home. A grouse. That's a tricky bird with the little red dots on his feathers. Make a grouse and make it alive in the morning when I come. And if you have a grouse that's alive, I will let you go back home. And if not, you will become royalty, which is much better anyway. You will find you'll end up being happy. You will. He turned around and slammed the gate of the prison dungeon. She got to work. She made a grouse, that bird. It looked really like a real bird, but it wasn't alive. So you know what she did? She pricked her finger and she flinged her finger, flinged it, and little red dots went over that bird. She cried one tear and she took that drop and she put it in his beak, and the grouse was alive. And the emperor came in and he saw the grouse, and she said, "Now I can go home, now I can go home. I want to go home, and now I can go home." And he said, "No, you can't. That bird must have come through the bars. That bird must have come through the bars." And the grouse heard that, and it flapped across the room and started pecking at the emperor. "Liar, liar, liar, liar." looked at her, and he said, "Anyway, that's not what I really wanted. I know. I would like a little red dragon. That's what I want. That's what I want. Tomorrow morning, then you can go home." Slam the door. And she got to work. She got to work. A little dragon. A little dragon. Oh, it was sweet. Oh, it was cute. When she finished, well, it looked like a dragon, but it wasn't alive, and you know what she did. Pricked her finger, and the red made the dragon red. A little tear, and the dragon came alive. And the emperor came in and saw the dragon, and she held it up and she said, "Here's your dragon. Here's your dragon. Here's your dragon." I didn't want a dragon. You must have heard me wrong. And this was 3 things. That's plenty. You'll need to stay here. Be my wife. You'll find out you'll be very happy here. Be the lace maker of the empire. The emperor's wife. Yes, yes. And she said, "No, no, no." And the dragon started growing bigger and bigger. And where that tear had been a tear, it now was a ball of fire. And the dragon spit the ball of fire, and that ball of fire went rolling, rolling, rolling. There goes the emperor, running, running. The palace catches on fire, burning, burning. And she climbed onto the back of the dragon. She climbed onto the back of the dragon and flew up into the sky. And the lace maker now makes lace clouds. And the lace maker now makes the rainbow. And when the people in the village look up and see the rainbow, they know that she is still teaching them. And that's the story of the lace maker.